better be good. Gotcha. What?
Oh, I forgot that I wanted to start with tents first in campaign. Do I own a pet? Unfortunately, no. I would have a dog, not a cat though, if I had one.
So boring.
I don't know, dog would be nice, but
Roger that.
I don't think I'm in the best position to care for one yet now, so. Hey, no fun.
Attention. Building completed.
Yeah, because now the tent's finished after the train was here again.
What's up? Any
Train has
infected
arrived
around?
at the station.
You again? Are you sure?
Are we getting stone already? No. Okay.
A new task.
We still have to claim the stone. A big fluffy doggo, a small yappy one.
Attention.
Not a small one. Medium. I'd say probably medium or big.
Tired. Last
I
night
don't
was
care
amazing.
too much about the fluffiness. Like, I'm not opposed to it either.
Yes, tell me. But be quick. Gotcha. Chase my arrows.
You have a cat? You always been a cat fan? Fair enough.
You again? Yeah.
No, I mean, I don't know. I just prefer dogs a lot.
What?
Like, I don't think I would ever get a cat.
Faster than my
I
bow.
don't have an issue with them, but
Building completed.
I'd rather have a dog. Thank you, pet bro. Thank you. I mean, I'll try to.
Attention. Building
Bit
completed.
interesting, but again, we're
At the station.
not using any other tech besides rangers, so
Building completed.
it's gonna be slightly different. Blocking myself from building.
What do you want now? Gotcha.
And there's zombies walking in on this side.
Yes, tell me. But be quick.
Units under attack. Attention. Building completed.
Okay. This better be good. Okay,
Attention.
let's do this.
Building completed. Attention. Building completed.
5 stone should be more than enough, actually, because we don't need much. We only need a few soldiers enters and we're good on stone. Main problem is that dogs are a lot more work. Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Yes, tell me.
I guess I should check if this is cleared out. Yes.
As
Attention.
long
Nice.
as you pay
Building
me.
completed.
Gotcha.
I have no idea what kind of breed I would
No,
want.
I'm just kidding.
I don't know.
Soldiers are in trouble.
I guess like I would just look
What
at
do you want
Attention.
now?
rescue or shelter dogs and see if there's anything. It's like I don't have a specific preference.
What?
Like-
You order, you pay.
Some would be nice, but it doesn't have to be that one specific breed for me.
What's up?
Not at all.
Any infected
Building
around?
completed.
Which is I'm like fluffy, nice, but I don't need a fluffy
Other
one.
units to bother? Gotcha.
I'll need energy though.
What do you want now?
Next map for Kensei, custom map, 1 entry giants, only rangers, only death rangers. No,
Are
no,
there other units to bother?
no, no. Let's keep it realistic.
What?
Units under attack.
Great.
You're at 65% of the campaign, but easy mode. What does change with the difficulty?
Yes.
More zombies, like a ton more zombies. Usually you have less, for some missions you have less time. Noise is amplified.
Sure. What?
Our soldiers are
I
in
think
trouble.
that's it. Trying to think if there was something else. There might have been one more thing. Like for some maps, instead of having 100 days, you have like 60 days, and then there's more zombies. The waves are bigger. And
Attention.
like the noise being amplified is a big difference too.
Attention. Building
Because you're just pulling everything that's, well, somewhat
the station.
remotely
Are there
close.
other units to bother?
Let's take here.
What? Okay.
Attention. Building completed.
Cat with a dog personality.
Attention.
Would be interesting.
Building completed.
We'll need more energy.
Attention. Building completed.
With a cat with a dog personality. All of the fun dog, none of the poop. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know. I like dogs that are a bit bigger, not just cat size, I guess.
Our forces are in danger.
And build more energy, yeah.
You again. Are you sure?
I'll actually have to clear a bit on the side so we can build traps for the waves.
Attention. Building completed. Attention. Building completed. Our soldiers are in trouble.
You again.
Attention. Building completed. Attention. Building completed.
Cat usually stays outside, but during the weekend she stays at home. She can get attention.
What?
Okay, okay. She knows when to
Attention. Building
pick around, I guess.
Attention. Building completed.
I like building the gates behind these, because gates are a weak point, and this way they're less attackable, so they're not as much of a weak point.
Roger that.
Also, it looks nice. We're getting this. I'll need farm tech soon.
This better be good.
Attention. Building completed.
Yes.
And I don't want to push too far forward here either. Same reason we need to have some space for traps. Like, I want to push there, but I don't want to, I guess, claim it.
My bow and arrows are ready.
They are trying to break through.
Did you trouble with them and you learn how to rush shocking towers? Getting shocking towers in the campaign is so useful.
What? Are you sure?
Our defenses are being attacked.
Like, yeah.
Attention.
It makes 80% of the missions a lot easier if you have shocking towers.
They are attacking the colony defenses.
Oh, more orders. What? Is that all? So boring.
Trying to make a tech tree with soldiers buff, shocking towers and wasps.
The walls
I mean-
are under attack.
I don't know about the wasps, because I never used them much. I've never been a fan of them, but
My bow
you
and
get
arrows
fully buffed soldiers and shocking towers, you're already in a really good spot, I would say. So I would say go ahead with that.
You are the lead, right? You know
Technology
that
research
plan.
finished.
You again.
Yeah, we don't need the stone here anyway.
The train has arrived at the station.
This better
They
be
are
Want to
good.
create this farms either, are they?
My bow and arrows are ready.
Our forces are in danger.
You again. Yes.
Attention. Building completed.
Oh, more orders. You again.
Roger that.
This better be good.
Units
What?
under attack.
Okay, but it's gonna cost you double.
Our defenses are being attacked.
Yeah. We And you're getting annoying over here too. And we still have some time before I need traps, so
Yeah.
I'll wait with that.
Attention. Building complete.
Is this the mission with the random 5 harpy wave? No. Harpies don't show up until way later.
Attention. Technology research
My
finished.
bow and arrows are
Worth it to rush the train delos if it still haven't got the oil tax? I mean, getting the train delivery at least until the iron, I'd say, is usually worth it, yeah. On some maps it's hard to get stone or iron early,
Roger that.
so having that so you can build the soldiers fast is usually worth it, in my opinion.
Great.
The later ones depends a bit, but
Building
like
completed.
up until iron I try to get early.
You are gonna pay me for this, right?
We'll leave this for traps here.
You again. Yes.
Yeah, that's decently enough cleared for now.
This
Need
better
that.
be good. Gotcha. What? Yeah. You again. Gotcha.
Attention. Building completed.
A new task. Okay.
Attention.
This better be
Building
good.
completed.
What's up? Any infected around?
I need more wood production so we can get more traps too. Yeah, map with day 5 harpies, that's definitely a map where I would make.
Arrived at the station.
A new task. This better be
Then we
good.
don't need the iron here
Bow
this
and
time, but
arrows are ready.
I like to push there.
What? You order, you pay.
Our soldiers are in trouble.
You again. Yes. Oh,
Attention.
more orders.
Building completed. Attention. Building completed.
I still definitely need more wood production.
Building completed.
You again. Okay.
Our forces
A new
are in
task.
danger.
Yes. What's up? Any infected around?
Attention. Building completed.
Trap tech before I forget. I don't know which side the wave's gonna come from. I might need to clear a bit on this side too.
You are gonna pay me for this, right?
Units under attack.
Oh, more orders. What?
The train
Okay.
has arrived at the
My
station.
bow and arrows are ready.
Our soldiers are in
You
trouble.
are gonna pay me for this, right? I hope you're not wasting.
I mean, we're gonna try to win all maps first try, but realistically,
They are attacking the colony
not
defense.
gonna happen.
Attention. Building completed.
What do you want now?
Best counter for harpies and spears would be really snipers. No, in the campaign, the soldiers are the best unit.
Put an arrow in his
Our
head.
buildings
Snipers are only slightly better against, if you have veteran snipers
My bow.
and they're,
Sure.
against, hang on, giants or mutants.
No.
Technology.
Other than that, soldiers are always better, and the soldiers are good enough for giants and mutants too. You don't need snipers in the campaign. In survival, I'd say go snipers, but in the campaign, fully upgraded soldiers
Building completed.
are beasts.
What? A new task.
I really need more wood production.
At the station.
What's up? Any infected around? Great idea. No, I'm just kidding.
What about the wonders?
Great.
Building completed.
I'd say food one in the I mean in general, food wonder is good. Veteran wonder is good in the campaign. Energy wonder is fine too, but I probably would get food and veteran first, and then
Okay.
because you can get a lot of energy upgrades in the campaign, so you don't need the energy wonder as much.
Attention. Building completed. The walls are under attack.
Aren't there other units to bother? Are you sure? Oh, more orders.
Attention. Building completed.
What? Great. My bow and arrows are ready.
Well, it would be nice if I knew which side the wave came from, but
Attack.
luxury we don't have. Is there 1000% maps or 900%? 900% is the highest. Like, there's custom maps that are more difficult, but official maps, no. The advantage of the wonders in the campaign is you don't have to research them extra.
Attention.
My bow and arrows.
Like in survival, you have to research them in the woodwork shop or things like that before.
Yeah.
Building
You are gonna
completed.
pay me for this, right?
In the campaign, you don't have to do that.
You are gonna pay me for this, right?
That's really helpful.
What? Great.
Makes them even more appealing.
Our forces are in
Pay me for
danger.
this, right? This better be good. What? Gotcha.
And it's awesome with upgrades as well.
Building completed.
Yes.
I never did an in run, so I don't know how good that
Gonna pay
it.
me for this, right?
It's definitely viable. I don't know if it's better though. I would say probably not, but it might be more fun.
My bow and arrows are ready. Okay.
Attention.
Um,
Cost you double.
what does it do? Like the lightning spire or the veteran? The veteran wonder makes all your units veteran basically. Well, all the ones that can be. So rangers, soldiers, snipers. All units on the map and all that you spawn are veteran as long as you have the wonder. If you lose the wonder, they still stay veteran, but then new ones wouldn't be veteran.
For this, right? And you
So it's good when you
bow and arrows are
in already are getting a lot of wonder space units.
What do you want now? Yeah.
I'm just clearing the sides a bit so we can build traps there. Basically.
Building completed.
What?
On day 15. Like surviving the first wave might be the biggest thing here.
My
What do we
bow
actually
and
need in this
arrows
mission?
are ready.
800 population, kill all infected, 48 days, so yeah, we have some
And
time
you
after that.
test. I hope you're not wasting my time. What?
I'm just killing the zombies here so we can build those traps, hopefully. Can we upgrade to require less population for better units? Yeah, I think
What's up?
so. I think why I think the
Yeah.
non-inbuilt is better is because you can get more units that way.
Attention. Building completed.
Yes.
Other than that, I don't think it's
Here we go again.
like you get units earlier with the like oil units, but I think you can get more if you go the normal oil route.
Gotcha.
Getting both seems a bit waste of tech points. Then again, in the end, you have a lot of tech points anyway, so
Colony defenses.
probably fine either way.
What? You again.
The train
Sounds
has
interesting.
arrived at the station.
Could be worse. What's up?
The
And
walls
my
are
bow
under
and
attack.
arrows are ready.
Oh, I forgot to build my Tesla tower there.
Pretty good. Great. A new task. What? Yes. You are gonna pay me
Attention.
for this, right?
Building completed.
You again. Okay. This better be good. Yes. What's up? Any infected around? What? Okay. My bow and arrows.
You have too many games? Well, maybe don't replay Bioshock too
You
often.
are gonna pay me for this, right?
No, I mean just play what you prefer more.
An earnest disciple.
You again. You order, you pay.
Attention. Building completed.
Like, this site doesn't seem great for traps the way it is
They
right
are
now.
trying to break through. are in
My
trouble.
bow and arrows are ready.
Oh, pushing through there.
What's up? Any infected around? What? Okay, let's do this.
Need to clear the east side a bit too with rangers for potential traps.
Train has arrived at the station.
My
Our
bow and
defenses
arrows
are
are
being
ready.
attacked. Our forces are in danger.
Other units to bother?
Of course, it's
Here we
east.
go again. I hope you're not wasting my time. Let me put an arrow in his head. You again. Okay, my bow and arrows are ready.
Can you kite the first wave as a ranger and hard? Yeah, you can kite a bit. They're usually really big, so it's hard to kite everything, but you can kite somewhat. Well, I would have liked to have more traps, but
What? You call that? What? I hope you're not wasting my time. So tired. Last night was amazing.
hey, David.
This better be good. You order, you pay.
Some of them in, and then.
They are attacking the colony defenses.
Well, I guess on this map, I thought it was bigger the first wave. My bad.
Great.
But on the later maps, they're too big to kite everything.
Okay.
The
Gotcha.
walls are
But I guess that's also why we cleared this side, so I can kite.
Sounds interesting. It could be
Yeah,
worse.
there we go.
Roger that.
The wave does look small, I know. It is 800% though, so.
You again. You are gonna pay for this, right? What? What's
My
up?
bow and
Any
arrows
infected
are
around?
ready.
A new task. Gotcha. What? Yes. You are gonna pay me for this, right? This better be good. What? You are gonna pay me for this, right? Great.
Okay, well, let's clear the map so we get another housing area. And, well, we have to clear the map anyway, so.
My bow and arrows are ready. Okay, but it's gonna cost
They
you
are
double.
trying to break through.
You are gonna pay me for
Units
this,
under
right?
attack.
Are you sure?
Our defenses are being attacked.
What? Gotcha. Taste my arrows. You order?
Our
you pay.
soldiers are in trouble.
My bow and arrows are ready.
Attention.
Yes, tell me.
Building
But
completed.
be quick. Yeah.
Oh,
I
Attention.
hope you're not wasting
Building
my time.
completed.
Right?
good enough there.
between the eyes.
Yes.
You again. Are you
Our
sure?
forces are in danger.
Okay, let's do this.
Eskimos, yeah.
Oh, here we
Yeah.
go again. Yes.
Just gotta
What? Yeah.
deal with them.
That's all.
Building
So
completed.
boring. What do you want now?
Units under attack.
You again.
Attention. Building completed.
Oh,
Our
you
soldiers
can't
are in
put a wall
trouble.
there just yet.
Yes. What's up? Any
They
infected
are attacking
around?
the colony
Great.
defenses.
You again.
A train has arrived at the station.
Yes, tell me. But be quick. Yeah.
The walls are under attack.
Looks like we're pulling way more here than I thought we would, but it's fine.
Our forces are in danger.
Nope, that doesn't work here.
What?
Learn new channels.
Attention. Building They are trying to break through.
Ready. Whatever you say. As long as you're painted. This better be good. Oh, your orders.
Well, this is cleared.
A new task.
Attention. Building
Great.
completed.
Pick up the food there. Only getting a ton of food, I actually need more energy.
Attention. Building completed.
Not needing iron this early is kind of nice. Oh, can we pick it up? Yeah, thank you.
What do you want now?
The train has
What?
arrived at the
Gotcha.
station.
Okay, well, let's clear the sides.
Our soldiers are in trouble.
You are gonna pay me for this, right?
And
Yes.
some wood. Why the hell not?
What do you want now?
I mean, the map here is actually not doing badly, so definitely be nice.
What? You are gonna pay me for this, right?
Attention.
You are gonna pay me
Building
for this,
completed.
right?
Hope I can clear the right side before
What? Roger that.
Attention. Building
You are gonna pay
completed.
me for this, right? Great.
the wave. That would be nice. But
Attention. Building completed.
You again. You order, you pay.
Attention. Building completed.
Oh, here we go again. Okay.
Our
Are you
forces
sure?
are in
You
danger.
again. What?
oh, we shouldn't stop building Rangers though.
They are attacking the colony defenses.
A new task.
Yeah, apparently they're coming more there than I thought.
Units under attack.
What? Roger that.
Walls are
Great.
under attack.
Faster than my bow.
Oh, maybe it's the noise we're making in the north.
My bow and arrows are ready.
Just in case.
Yes, tell me. But be quick.
Yeah, we'll get the east cleared out in time. The upside of chance I get the train take early. Yeah.
A new task. My bow
Or a good
and
eating
arrows
thing.
are ready. You pay.
I mean, well, we need I did get the trap tag, which I usually probably would just skip,
What's up?
which is quite the investment. It's quite a lot of points. So it's
You again. What?
you're investing some extra points there too.
Attention. Building completed.
I mean, if the train isn't running over me, it's, you know, not too bad.
Are you sure?
The train has arrived
The
at
food there, just make sure
My bow.
you get those killed.
My bow is ready. You are gonna pay me for this, right?
If I got power plants going, I won't really need the reinforced mill tank, will I?
A new task.
No.
Building completed.
Like the advanced mills aren't really good. You would want to avoid them mostly. Like at some point you might have enough points, then you can get it anyway, but
Let me put an arrow
no.
in this.
Usually, you could build normal mills, and then once you can't build more of them because you're lacking space, you get power plants. If you run out of that, you can get the energy wonder. And then, if you then still need energy, which shouldn't really happen in normal maps, it only happens in custom maps,
Building completed.
then you can get the
Aren't there other units to bother?
advanced mills.
Aren't there other units to bother?
Building completed. Attention. Building completed.
It- but yeah, there's a lot of energy cost reduction upgrades in the tech tree, which are better to get. If you get all the small ones there, it's gonna boost you really nicely.
My bow and
Train has
arrows are
arrived
ready.
at the station.
You again. Are you sure? new task. I hope you're not wasting my
Attention.
time.
Building completed.
I guess I probably should still prep traps.
Attention. Building completed.
Are there other units to
I
bother?
don't need you guys in the middle of the map anymore.
You again. You are gonna pay me for this, right?
Attention. Building completed. Attention. Building completed.
No, don't have to take an auto plan out at all. I'm just winging it right now.
Oh,
I picked what I thought was a good idea, basically.
yes, tell me. But be quick.
Attention. Building completed.
My bow and arrows are ready.
Just in case there's a stray zombie coming here.
What do you want from me? Okay.
The train has arrived at the station. Attention. Building completed. Attention. Building completed. They are trying
My
to
bow
break
and
through.
arrows are ready. Gotcha.
Attention. Building completed.
And
Attention.
another reason I don't like gates.
Attention.
Oh,
Building
here we go
completed.
again.
Our forces are in danger.
What's up? Any infected around?
Should prepare traps on this side too.
What?
Need those enemies too close.
Building completed. Attention. Building completed.
My bow and arrows are ready. You are gonna pay me for this, right? What? Great. You again.
Units
What?
under attack.
You again. Okay.
Well, I don't think we get the full map clear before the
You
wave,
are
but
gonna pay me for this, right?
decent enough.
Attention. Building completed. Attention. Building completed. Train has arrived at the station. Attention. Building
You again.
completed.
You gotta learn playing safe. Well, I mean, being greedy can help a lot, but
What? Great.
yeah, you gotta learn how to deal with whatever you're pulling.
In trouble.
You pay.
Like, you can be more greedy the more, or the better you watch everything. Like, if you're watching the minimap a lot and see stuff happening,
Building
you
completed.
can be more greedy, like leave less troops there to defend and stuff like that.
Attention. Building completed.
The less you do that, the more at risk you are, basically, to just randomly dying.
You again. Are you sure?
Well, we might even get the map here. I don't know.
What? Yes. You again. You order, you pay.
Our forces are in danger.
What was the population goal? 800? Okay, we got that.
They are trying to
And some rangers there, so we can pull the Tesla forward there too.
Building completed. Attention. Building completed. Attention. Building completed.
My bow and arrows are ready.
Unwavering purpose.
Train has arrived at
Oh,
the
could have
station.
built that better, doesn't matter.
Attention. Building completed.
We're probably not gonna use all the resources anyway.
Building completed.
A new task.
Attention.
Gotcha.
Building completed.
Are there other units to bother? Are ready.
Attention. Building
Yes, tell me.
completed.
But be quick. Are there other units to bother?
Okay, facing down the last ones.
You again.
Move forward here so I can put this for traps.
Building completed.
I mean, warehouses would be nice.
Attention. Building completed.
What?
Okay, hold back here.
My bow and arrows are ready. A new task.
Building completed. Attention. Building completed.
Thanks to Dory, you got the item minimap medallion already. That's good.
Oh, here we go again. Great.
Okay, we got everything cleared out there. Wait, I do have wood towers, so we could build those too.
At the station.
Behind our walls, I guess.
Attention.
Just for some extra tankiness and range, I guess.
What?
Okay, well, all the zombies on the map are dead.
Attention.
Nice.
Building completed.
And here for the
My bow
traps.
and arrows are ready.
I don't know when the final wave is, did it say? No. But there's probably one after this.
A new task.
We should get the gold here too. Big Xeros
Horde of infected are on their way.
from the east.
They're approaching from the east.
My bow and arrows are ready.
Attention. Building completed. Attention. Building completed.
What? Yes. You are gonna pay me for this, right? I hope
I don't know if this is actually not a great position to defend with the rangers, but oh well. I wanted the nice trap field in front of it. Oh, still not there yet.
you again.
The train has arrived at the station.
What do you want now? What? Yes.
The small mini trap field here. Ooh, look at that train.
Okay. But it's gonna cost
Usually there
you
shouldn't be a train during the wave, but I guess he just arrived while the wave spawned.
task. Okay.
Oh, I guess we don't need the rangers. Oh no, there's the second part that the train didn't kill yet.
Okay.
Building completed.
Great.
Our defenses are being attacked.
Yeah. Is that all? So. Yeah. Great.
Oh, I mean, it worked out.
You order, you pay.
Yeah, the trap speed bug is terrible. Like, I don't know how it's not fixed yet.
Attention. Building completed.
I might just build some walls in between so they spread out in these places for the next wave. Because they're coming on two sides, I don't know how much cutting I'll be doing, so...
The train has arrived at the station.
My bow and arrows are ready.
Oh, we're low on food too. Those traps are some funny looking range as well. Yeah.
Attention. Building completed.
You again. Yeah.
I don't know where they exactly came here. I guess sometimes they came through there. I don't know. I don't remember these things.
Oh, more orders. Yes, tell me. But be quick.
Attention.
Oh,
Building
more
completed.
orders. Okay. Aren't there other units to bother?
Attention. Building completed.
Oh, my housing looks terrible. Not that it matters.
Building completed. Attention. Building completed.
MVP train. Well, I mean, we would have survived without the train, but it was pretty nice of him to show up.
Attention. Building completed. Attention. Building completed. Attention. Building completed.
Important is it for you to get the bank and the market going already? Well, warehouses you need at some point. Like I'm making 1,400 gold right now, so I can barely, store enough. So I kind of want them to already.
Building completed.
If you're good about spending it, you don't need the warehouses too early. They are nice for boosting more food or stone production though. You don't need them super early. Like when you get to the
Attention.
city building missions, I guess, then they're really nice. Same for market and bank. Having them is really nice, but you don't need them super early.
Attention. Building completed. Attention.
I don't remember where exactly you were, you said. But... like if you have farm tech, shocking tower tech, you unlock soldiers. Get a bit of train tech,
Attention.
maybe get the first soldier upgrades.
Attention. Building
Then you can think about getting
Attention.
market, bank, and warehouses. Oh, we're gonna up our ranger production.
Attention. Building completed.
You went to the SimCity missions without it. You had to learn how to spend the resource probably. That's fine. Like if you're not losing resources. Then again, I feel like in the SimCity missions I made too much gold to...
Attention. Building completed.
I don't know, maybe the first ones were fine without it, to be honest. It's been a while.
What's up? Any infected around? You again.
Well, I guess we could use more wood production.
Attention.
My bow
Building
and arrows
completed.
are ready. You are gonna pay me for this, right?
Was a struggle to stop the flooding? Yeah. I mean, it also, like, in the city building missions, you usually have, like, nice layouts for your housing.
The train has
So a market and bank is really helpful. And then same with, like, if you have a nice farming area or nice stone, it can be really nice. Especially since you're limited with the stone you get in these missions too. Like, I felt I never got enough. So the warehouse is boosted a bit too, so that can be helpful. Like if you're struggling to get enough stone or iron or something, it's a nice boost as well. Well, my layout is terrible, but it doesn't matter.
Attention.
We have enough space. We won't be using everything anyway.
Building completed. Attention. Building completed.
You go 800% on your first playthrough, or would it be too hard if I don't know the maps? I played through the campaign on 800%
Yes. tell me,
firsthand.
but be quick. Okay.
Like you can just retry maps. It doesn't matter. I have played survival maps before that though, so I was pretty decent at the game already. But it's definitely possible. Also, you can always lower the difficulty. So if you want to play 80%, just start with that. If you realize, well, it's too hard, then you can always lower the difficulty afterwards.
Building completed.
I think the next wave is the last one, yeah. So we're gonna stop building economy in a second and focus on defenses. Which is why I'm like, we have enough space, it doesn't matter.
Attention. Building completed.
It's nice to learn on an easier mode. That's
Building completed.
preference. Some people wanted to go for the challenge right away, some people like learning on easier.
Completed.
What? What do you want now?
Like,
What?
playing on a lower difficulty means maybe you pick up habits that aren't good. Because you can get away with it on a lower difficulty. But you also have the freedom to experiment more, so you could learn new things more easily. On the other hand,
Attention.
you might be like, well, this is a great unit, and then
Attention.
increase the difficulty and be like, well, nope, this is a terrible unit. How am I going to handle crossroads? This is crossroads, isn't it?
Attention. Building completed.
You mean Capestone?
Train has arrived at the station.
You came in here and complained about me not playing Monster Train. Well, I'll play it again, so lucky you. Just not today. Isn't Crossroads the forward? I don't know. Oh, this is Coast of Bones, you're right. I don't know which one that was. Four ways? Four ways? I'm not sure which one that is.
My bow and arrows are ready.
It's the case with soldiers? No, so for soldiers in the campaign are really good if you get all the upgrades. Like, if I play the campaign again with all tech and wanted to make it as, I guess, smoothly as possible, I would go soldiers and not snipers. Now, if you're playing survival maps, then soldiers aren't that great.
Better be good.
Soldiers are really good because they get all the upgrades in the campaign.
But be quick.
Attention.
What?
Building completed.
That's basically the reason.
Attention. Building completed. The train has arrived at the station.
Ballista is a large bonus, it should count.
A prudent choice.
Does Ballista deal splash damage though, so that would be already a huge improvement.
Attention. Building completed.
My bow and arrows are ready.
Well, I guess I don't need the farm edge here. Ballista only possible? I don't think so.
Attention.
I mean, I don't like no unit challenges, so
Attention.
I wouldn't try it. But,
Building completed.
I mean, first you have to get to ballistas. But I guess you could be allowed to do the first few missions with rangers to get there, but I don't think so. Because
My bow and
yeah.
arrows are ready.
Your clearing will be terrible. I guess sometimes a few stray ones come here, right?
Oh, more orders. My bow and
The train
arrows
has
are ready.
arrived at the station. Attention. Building
My
completed.
bow and arrows are ready.
Final wave has zombies from the nearest east as well? I don't remember these things. Like, sometimes it splits weirdly here, so we're gonna put some traps there too, but... Like, there's poop on the soldiers in there? Well, could be. They might not be the most hygienic people.
My bow and arrows are ready.
Yes. Gonna go against some yourself? Well, enjoy it.
The train has arrived at the station.
My bow and arrows are ready.
Yeah, I don't remember where the waves exactly came from, so it's kind of hard to build the traps correctly. Just gonna queue up more rangers, I guess. You just did this with only a tech tower, so you remember? Ah, okay. So you're saying there's some zombies gonna come here. We have some
My
traps there.
bow and arrows are ready. My bow and arrows are ready.
Well, I guess now we play the waiting game. Hardly wait for the snake trap only challenge. No. Not on this stream at least. I mean, some stone walls would. I guess I gotta check our stone walls is. We need to buy time for our rangers to be able to
My bow and
damage stuff.
arrows are ready. What do you want now? You again. Gotcha.
Northwest? No, I never got hit here.
Arrows are ready.
Unless you're pulling them over, they shouldn't come there.
This better be good. Okay.
Oh well. I'll build some traps there.
Oh, more orders.
Just like a hug. Okay.
My bow and arrows are ready.
I think they only came here if you pulled them over by accident, but again, I'm not sure anymore. It's been a
You're
while.
gonna pay me for this, right?
A horde of infected are on their way.
Yeah, we do have the colonist counted, just have to check. Oh, we have twice what we need.
Ready.
The train has arrived at the station.
What? A new task.
Maps in a campaign were so great for spatial. There's some good ones. I think the final map is really nice, except for the lag.
Arrows are ready.
That part wasn't the best. Just waiting. You really liked the campaign? There are some flaws, but it was fun overall.
My bow and arrows
Yeah.
are ready.
It definitely has flaws. I feel like a lot of the flaws they could have fixed somewhat easily though, if they just decided to patch it after release. But Upper East this week? Well, again, I think they only come here, and then a few of them go over there. But
My bow and
if I'm wrong, we'll do some panic stuff.
My bow and arrows are ready.
The train has arrived at the station.
What?
They are attacking the colony
Great.
defenses.
You are gonna pay me for this,
Units
right?
under attack.
Sounds interesting.
We're coming a bit further north, I guess.
My bow and arrows are ready.
The colony is under attack. Our soldiers are in trouble. They are infecting our buildings.
They're only coming here because we're pulling them over.
They are trying to
Yes.
break into the buildings.
You are gonna pay me for this, right?
A lot coming up here though.
Great.
Our defenses are being attacked.
You are gonna pay me for this, right? Gotcha. My bow and arrows are
It's fine though.
great idea. No, I'm just kidding.
They are attacking the colony defenses.
Better be good. Okay. Take my
Our
arrows.
buildings are being attacked.
All those sides are already here.
They got me.
I mean, there's always some variants where stuff comes, but we had enough rangers.